Do you ever see that one specific, jaw-dropping moment in a piece of content that just makes you immediately stop scrolling and absolutely need to know more? That incredibly precise 3-second gem that drives engagement wasn't some lucky last-minute find buried deep within a massive stock library, I promise you that. In our case, that magic clip was automatically extracted from a raw, 40-minute-long live stream recording using a single powerful tool. Imagine eliminating the tedious process of manually scrubbing through hours of footage, hoping to stumble upon that one perfect, attention-grabbing soundbite or visual cue. If you have been completely stuck waiting on stock footage or fruitlessly trawling through hours of raw camera files just to find something that hooks an audience, then this demonstration is exactly what you need to see today. My primary goal here is to clearly lay out how we are leveraging this specific technology to transform hours of long-form content into those incredibly scroll-stopping, short-form clips we all see succeeding online. We'll also dive into precisely how this integration fundamentally changes our entire creative workflow for the better, allowing for speed we never thought possible. Furthermore, I'll share the actual hook performance metrics we are seeing when we run these intelligently extracted clips in our most crucial paid advertising campaigns. For those new to my content, I'm Justin Lawn, and I lead the team at paidadvertising.com, where we specialize in scaling ads and content for creators and established brands. Over the last year alone, we have successfully managed and provided strategic advice on millions of dollars in ad spend across various platforms. Because of that volume and experience, we have become extremely selective about any new content process that claims it can genuinely move the performance needle for us. So the real question becomes, why did we adopt this particular tool, especially when we have so many options available in the market right now? For many years, our production pipeline felt completely chained to two primary, expensive bottlenecks: high-cost stock media subscriptions and hourly billing from manual video editors. If a client didn't already possess a pre-recorded clip of someone actively using their specific product, we faced three poor options: commission an expensive custom shoot, sift through mediocre stock footage, or simply lower our quality standards. We explored services like GridBank, which offered a noticeable improvement for getting more user-generated content-style clips, but even those remained fundamentally limited in scope. You simply cannot manufacture that truly specific, curiosity-piquing, "what is that?" moment using a library built on pre-shot static B-roll content, no matter how large it is. What you actually need is a system that intuitively understands context, instantly pinpoints the exact points of maximum attention in your existing footage, and perfectly formats it for today's vertical-first platforms. At its most fundamental level, this tool delivers three transformative benefits that have completely overhauled how our team operates day to day. First, it provides incredibly fast auto-editing, intelligently pulling out all the potential viral clips you might have otherwise missed entirely. Second, it offers automatic content scheduling, which means you no longer need a dedicated full-time social media manager just to handle the daily posting rhythm. And third, a comprehensive content calendar capability keeps every piece of short-form content perfectly organized across all the different social platforms we manage. However, please do not let those three simple bullet points fool you into thinking this is just another boring, run-of-the-mill SaaS demonstration, because the synergy between these features is where the real magic happens. Let me walk you through our typical campaign application, starting with step 1, simply uploading the entirety of your long-form footage, be it a webinar, a lengthy podcast, or an in-depth product demonstration. Next, in step 2, the system instantly analyzes that entire recording, intelligently searching for all the crucial attention spikes, emotional peaks, and significant visual shifts that signal a potential hook. The output is a ready-made selection of short clips, which is essentially like having an incredibly fast junior editor who has pre-highlighted every single viable hook point for your review. But the true genius of the platform isn't solely confined to this initial automatic clip generation, which is impressive enough on its own. The tool provides a finely tuned adjustment slider that allows you to precisely control the overall hookiness level of the final outputted content. If you crank that control all the way up, you generate shorter, incredibly high-impact cuts that are engineered to elicit that immediate, slightly confused "what the heck was that?" reaction in a fast feed. Conversely, when you dial that setting down, you receive more context-rich snippets that are inherently better suited for deeper storytelling and longer viewer retention arcs. We have rigorously tested both of these contrasting philosophical approaches within various ad sets, and the resulting data we uncovered has been genuinely fascinating to analyze. For example, a recent creative we pulled from a mere 24-minute interview recording resulted in a top-performing 6-second clip achieving a remarkable 32% hook rate in initial ad testing. When we took a slightly longer 12-second variation of that same core idea, the hook rate settled comfortably around the 24% mark, showing clear trade-offs. Overall, when we combined the performance of that entire campaign, we achieved an impressive average hook rate right around the 30% threshold, which for us is an incredibly exciting benchmark. To be completely honest, anything consistently above 25% immediately gets our full attention and budget allocation, though we have seen optimized outliers reach 80 or 90%, in some very specific niches. However, the real agency and creator superpower comes from achieving that predictable 25 to 35% performance consistently through an automated content pipeline. Now, let's address the elephant in the room regarding pure AI footage generators, like the impressive but sometimes quirky tools you may have seen making bizarrely perfect or glitchy clips. Those generative models are excellent when you explicitly need a truly shocking or surreal visual, and we certainly incorporate them sometimes for arresting B-roll accents, like an unexpected color splash. But those tools often require tedious trial and error sessions just to achieve natural-looking movement and believable auditory synchronization, which slows down production. Therefore, our preferred operational playbook is often a hybrid approach. We use this extraction tool to polish real human moments from our own content, then supplement with a single AI visual if needed for an extra algorithmic jolt. Let's run through a quick real-world application example. We took a client's lengthy 45-minute live product demonstration file and uploaded the whole thing. In under 10 minutes, the system analyzed everything and successfully generated 42 distinct, short-form clips ready for review and selection. From that batch, we strategically picked just 3 clips based on our hypotheses, one capturing a shocking reveal, one showing a quick instructional how-to, and one featuring a genuine emotional reaction. We then leveraged the platform's automatic optimization to handle the necessary aspect ratio adjustments and quickly added personalized captions directly within the built-in editor. The next major step involved setting the desired posting cadence using the autoscheduler. We chose twice daily for the following 3 weeks to maintain maximum exposure. Crucially, we used the content calendar feature to ensure perfect segregation between the organic drip feed, the paid ad creatives, and to completely eliminate any accidental content repetition. The tangible result of this streamlined process was a dramatically faster turnaround time, significantly lower overall production overhead, and a measurable spike in our critical ad hook metrics. I want to preemptively address a very common and fair concern. Will these automated clips inherently look generic or feel noticeably low effort to the discerning viewer? The answer is a definitive no, not when you wisely utilize the powerful built-in editor controls that maintain human oversight on the final product. The system grants you the raw speed of automation, but crucially retains the final decision-making power of a seasoned editor, allowing for surgical precision. You maintain the ability to fine-tune the exact trim frames, meticulously adjust subtitle phrasing, add your brand-safe color bars, and select the most compelling thumbnail moment. For brands needing absolute aesthetic consistency, you can conveniently save specific templates to ensure every single generated short adheres to your exact standards for font, lower thirds graphics, and call to action placement. Another massive area of efficiency comes directly from the integrated content calendar and the sophisticated scheduling suite that sits alongside it. Previously, we'd receive a chaotic folder of assets from a client and then waste valuable time guessing optimal posting times and manually duplicating files for various platform specifications. Now you simply designate the frequency, perhaps one TikTok at 9 a.m., one Instagram clip at noon, and a promoted Facebook ad running at 3 p.m., and the system manages the entire execution flawlessly. This completely eradicates the coordination headaches that plague creative teams and ensures a steady, automatic flow of content, which is the absolute bedrock of any scalable growth engine. We've learned that consistency, while sounding like a boring operational term, is the one factor that truly compounds your content's overall long-term value. Before I wrap up, here are a couple of critical tactical tips that have emerged directly from our recent high-volume ad testing experiments. When testing hooks in paid advertising, you must always deploy a minimum of 3 distinct variations pulled from your generated set: a fast, aggressive hook between 4 and 7 seconds, a detailed how-to segment running 10 to 15 seconds, and an emotional resonance clip lasting up to 30 seconds. The platform's algorithm will inherently favor different lengths based on the specific segment of the audience you are targeting at that moment, making this testing crucial. Always utilize captions because they are the single biggest driver of retention in silent, auto-playing social media feeds, even though the tool auto-generates them for you. However, you should always perform a quick manual scan to immediately catch any minor errors in transcription, because accuracy directly impacts viewer trust. One final tip: resist the urge to over-polish the final product, because viewers of short-form content actually reward a sense of genuine rawness when that authenticity feels real. Let's quickly summarize against the older methodologies. Traditional stock libraries cost money per asset and almost never provide the exact scenario you desperately need. UGC-focused libraries are better for candid footage, but they still cannot capture those unique, ephemeral beats that exist only within your own proprietary long-form recordings. And while custom video shoots can yield incredible final results, they inherently come with a significantly higher price tag and a much slower development timeline. This extraction tool positions itself perfectly in the middle of those options, as it effectively unlocks the latent value already residing inside the content you've already created and paid for. Instead of constantly purchasing new B-roll, you are now actively mining your own extensive video archive for previously undiscovered creative gold. We even employ this software as an unconventional, hyper-efficient creative research mechanism for campaign ideation moving forward. Because it instantly generates dozens of distinct snippets from one single source file, you gain numerous testable hypotheses that can be validated incredibly quickly at the clip level. In one recent campaign, we pitted 12 of these auto-generated clips directly against 2 versions painstakingly edited by our human team, and the difference was telling. The absolute winners in that A/B test were consistently the snippets that contained those unexpected tiny micro moments, a fleeting facial expression, or a throwaway comment that an editor often overlooks when trying to build narrative context. If you are currently thinking, okay, this sounds useful, but how do I practically start implementing this process right now? The initial setup is incredibly straightforward. First, upload any single long video file, allow the system to perform its comprehensive scan and analysis, and then rapidly select the handful of clips that immediately jump out at you. Next, apply your pre-saved, consistent brand template across all selected clips to ensure visual uniformity before you even schedule the first one. For an initial paid ad experiment, you should push the 3 strongest hooks into a small budget to definitively see which headline variation captures the best initial response. If your primary goal is building unstoppable organic momentum, simply activate the auto-schedule feature and let the system drip content out while you focus your mental energy on core strategy and offer development. I must be completely upfront. This is not a fully generative video model that synthesizes photorealistic actors out of absolutely nothing, unlike some of the more experimental AI tools currently emerging. And frankly, for the vast majority of established brands, that distinction is actually a significant advantage because you are always working with verifiable real human reactions and true authenticity. If you ever require that surreal visual element to add an accent, you can certainly composite Vizard extracted clips with output from a dedicated AI footage generator. But as the fastest, most reliable method for extracting shareable short-form content from the videos you've already paid to create, this extraction system remains unmatched. If you are serious about scaling your paid advertising efforts or maximizing the content output from a large creator team, this is precisely where the investment in this tool rapidly begins to pay for itself. Think about it. Drastically reduced time spent hunting for clips, the ability to execute faster iteration cycles, and a reliable, predictable pipeline of testable hooks ready for deployment. For many of our e-commerce and information product clients who are now consistently hitting 6-figure months, this technology has become an indispensable productivity multiplier. So if you want to experience this benefit firsthand, your next step is simple. Upload one of your existing long videos tonight and immediately let the system generate that crucial first batch of potential clips. Then, take the strongest 3 clips, push them into a small ad test budget, and scientifically observe which hook formulation connects best with your target demographic. If you would prefer expert guidance on setting up your templates or need specific advice on which initial clips have the highest testing priority, we do host specialized workshops and creative review sessions. But honestly, even a completely solitary 10-minute experiment with one video will clearly reveal the massive potential that is currently locked away in your content library. All right, let me conclude with this fundamental truth. Content remains the absolute king in the digital space, but attention is the only currency that actually matters for growth. This platform's core function is to provide you with the fastest, most efficient way to harvest that vital attention from the very media assets you already possess. Remember that initial jaw-drop clip I opened this entire conversation with? That single asset is now one of our highest performing advertising hooks, extracted automatically, scheduled without any friction, and running everywhere. Go ahead, try it out for yourself right now. Upload a video, and finally discover all the incredible, high-value moments your own long videos have been actively hiding from you. I look forward to seeing you in the next valuable update and sharing more insights on scaling creative output.